I wanted to briefly run past you the fact that the last few days, actually last couple of weeks, really the last month, I've noticed this trend, and call it what you will. I've run across stores I'm guessing about 5 or 6. There might be another one or two. And there was the last one was the last major one was a few days ago. So a lot of them have been small, independent operators. Some of them have been larger stores. And some of them, well, they all generally either don't know or they say it's management. But some of them have had their licenses not renewed. When they went in to renew it, they never sent them back their license. Some of them have had corporate policy, a big brother mentality. Well, we're not going to sell guns anymore. Who knows who's buying them? I mean, okay. There's some that the people that work there have no clue as to why. All I know is the fact that they no longer carry guns. A couple of those stores that used to carry guns now just carry ammo. Some of them don't carry any ammo. And I was at a large store the other day, and he didn't quite know when, but he said he heard that the rest of their stores in the chain were going to be following suit. No more guns. And anyway, I asked him, what kind of sporting goods can you have without guns? He just shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. And I asked him about the other stores. He goes, some of their stores still have guns, but when they sell out of their inventory, they're going to be out of guns. Now, is this the silent boil of the water beginning to boil, get hot? You start to see the first few bubbles bubbling. It'd be interesting to know. I haven't done the research to find if anybody's done research on this across the country. And there was something I wanted to go check out on a gun. You know, I went to the store just last week, the week before that. They weren't the greatest guns, but they had a whole selection of guns. From shotguns, which was a nasty shotgun. I wouldn't have got that if you gave it to me. I'd rather throw it at somebody than try to shoot it at somebody. To all kind of pistols. Now they got some new stuff there. I'd rather throw that at somebody too. Get you a bow and arrow and do something instead. I mean, just cheesy. They did have one Ruger, but the selection that they had, you know, I think it was. Anyway, it wasn't. Anyway, I don't want to get off track. The selection they had a few weeks ago wasn't great, but you had some good a few good selection pieces to select from if you wanted to purchase something. You know, a couple of Rugers, some Glocks, Taurus. You know, a general line of goods. And I walked in there and asked the clerk, "What happened to your guns?" Well, I don't know. You have to talk to the second guy in command. I got his name right here. I'm going to give him a call. And the owner of the store, from what I'm told, collects guns. And one of the employees, I'm not going to say anything about it, but one of the employees said that he's scarfing up the best selections for himself right now. And she wouldn't really go into it any more than that. And she said that if I wanted to get the gun that I was looking at, I might go talk to him personally to see if I can pry it from his fingers. Essentially, that's what she told me. So, I don't know. Just a lot of strange pieces coming together. A lot of people that had sold guns for years are no longer doing it. They can't renew, or there's been a company policy change. We know why the guarantee, the Second Amendment is there. It's our God-given natural right to protect ourselves, not only from in a defensive stance, but also from, well, you could look at it defensively as well, as a tyrannical government. The Federal Reserve is not a part of our government. It's a fractionary monetary system which guarantees, and I think I saved a video somewhere on there, one of the videos, Monopoly Men, if it goes out, just look for it. It's a good series. There's several different ones out there I found. But a fractional reserve system is guaranteed to fail someday. The bankers, the people that want the power, you understand how it works. They expand it, expand it, expand it. Create money out of thin air. You end up paying for it. We pay for it. And when they pull their shenanigans, because the debt is created, and they created it out of nothing, and that debt is owed, plus an interest. God says not to deal in interest. It's like a serpent bite. Yeah, it will bite you in the derriere. And that fractional reserve can be multiplied and multiplied and multiplied out. I mean, huge. Before, they at least had some constraints. Now they don't have any constraints if they don't want to. Now, with this fractional reserve system that we have, like in England or wherever in the world, okay, I created, act like this napkin is a $100 bill. I created it out of nothing, lent it to you. You work and work and work and pay it back. But you got to pay something more to it. Well, let's just pretend to make it simple. It's a $1 bill that you owe me. Well, when things are good, a whole bunch of these $100 bills get out and a whole bunch of ones are owed. So that $1's got to be, quote, paid, supposed to. But it can never be, because it's just computer blips on a ledger. And even if there were actual monies being printed for every dollar bill that they have on ledger, which is none in a fat chance. But just say for instance, every single dollar that we had that they lent out was actual hard currency. Well, that interest does not come from that hard currency, and all the interest that everybody owes has to get it from somewhere. That's why people get raped and robbed and pillaged in these financial collapses, the economic booms and busts. It's a cycle because they designed the cycle to steal your money. Plain and simple. I'm out of time. I'm going to eat some rest of my lunch and Think about them guns. If you don't have one, get one.